Hi, I'm Marianne Aliardi.
And I'm Toni Farmer.
And thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, Nature's Wonder Plant and Turf Booster.
It's planting day.
Yay! And I actually think my seedlings might look pretty good.
I can't wait to see them. I brought some from home too, so it's time to get our hands dirty.
Can I leave this in here while I put my gloves on?
No.
I do believe I have gotten something right. Look at that.
I can't believe how good these look. This is amazing. For a beginner, it looks incredible.
I'm very proud.
These look so healthy. They look like they got enough sunlight. I mean, they're beautiful.
Thank you. I've been taking them outside, setting the timer on my phone. But the thing that had me the most concerned when I saw all the roots coming out,
Speaking of
I
roots,
thought, oh no.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And what a great illustration of what's going on underneath the soil in our garden. So big root structures, and they need to reach nutrients and water. So we will gently, when we plant these, pull these out so we don't disturb that root system. But it's drinking what it needs. It's just ready for some fertilizer and to go into the ground.
I was also worried about the browning on the edge of the leaves because I couldn't remember what's what. I know we have it labeled, and I thought these were the tomatoes, and I thought, oh my God, they already have blight.
Nope, not blight at all. So these are the baby leaves. They come from inside the seed, and you can see them on all your plants here. They naturally expire, just like we lose hair and skin cells every day, and then we grow new ones. These leaves have done their job, and they're ready to turn brown and fall off. Nothing to worry about, totally normal.
Perfect.
And the yellowing is the same process. Yeah.
All right, so these are ready to go into the ground?
I think they are very ready. This time of year is a little early. We normally wait till the end of the first week of May.
Okay. Ooh.
But our weather right now is looking like, what we're looking for is it going to drop below 32 degrees at night? And if it is, these would get really harmed.
Okay.
So we have two quick choices. We can either hold them off for another week or two, which I just can't stand it any longer. I'm ready to plant.
Okay.
If we plant these outside and you watch the weather and you're like, uh-oh, it looks like we're going to get one of those nights.
Yeah.
We will go outside, and everyone around South Jersey will do this, and we'll take plastic or glass containers and invert them and cover the seedlings for one night.
Okay.
And that's enough to protect them at night. And
I can do
we
that.
Should be free and clear.
Okay. I'm very worried about when we try to plant this and not disturbing the roots.
Well, let's head over to the garden and I'll show you what to do.
Okay. I am not happy with the soil. This sounds weird, but it looks like dirty. It's not pretty in any way.
It looks messy, but that's because you've got all the, these are the leftover roots of your impatiens from last year, and leaves and pine needles blew in here over the winter.
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine and normal. All that stuff would be in your compost bin anyway and will break down here. But I get that people want this to look pretty. I want that too. So there's nothing wrong with going out and buying a few fresh bags of topsoil. You don't have to do that for your plants.
Okay.
But for you, it's fine. All right, so we've got tomatoes here that you grew, and I brought some.
Thank you.
We've got watermelon plant that looks beautiful. We've got some sunflowers because they're pretty and will attract bees. I've got some butternut squash and some jalapeno peppers for Joe. Let's stick the sunflowers right in the back here. I'm gonna pinch this to loosen it up from the sides.
All right, I'm having flashbacks right now. I just want you to know when I first started this in lockdown, and it was terrible. It like broke apart. I killed some. That one isn't as deep, so I don't have to. I may have killed it before it even got to grow. It did not go well.
Breaking apart is not a big deal. If some of the soil is going to fall away and the plants are going to separate, that's okay. We can plant all these together, or we can plant them apart. I'm loosening this up a little bit, and I'm just going to gently tug and dump this at the same time. And see how that root is already sliding through there?
Oh, this makes me very nervous.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow.
Now look, that one tore off.
Yes.
Not a big deal because we have all these other roots here. And now, if I want to separate these, because these two big guys are right on top of each other, I'm just going to pinch this apart here. This is, I don't know what to call this. I'll make up a word. Let's call this the gardening wiggle.
Okay.
I'm just going to wiggle these apart a little bit until they naturally separate. And I've got these guys with their roots and these guys with their roots. We're going to add a step this year that I don't ordinarily do, but because climate change is impacting our area so much, we had such intense heat and it really, really impacted my garden. This is the product that I'm trying to use to change that. It's a biostimulant, and it will allow the plant to uptake water and nutrients and hold on to them in a more efficient way. So we need products as we enter the climate change era for our garden. So a little water here, a little container.
Yeah.
Add about a capful of that. A capful. Yep. Perfect. Put that in there. All right. So this is my little insurance policy this year. I'm just going to dip the roots when I transplant all my seedlings in there to give them a nice insurance policy that they are going to do a really good job soaking up and holding onto that water. It's really good for stem strength. I'm adding it just in hopes that it will help them fight against some of the intense heat that we're going to see in June and July.
Yeah, my hope is it will help fight whatever it is I do to these plants when I put them in.
Well, do you want to try one?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go ahead and dip that in here.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, can I just show something? Do you see that? Do you see that? In fact, can I leave this in here while I put my gloves on?
No.
No, seriously?
No.
Oh.
I'm done with gloves with you.
Wait.
I'm not done with you.
No, I know.
I'm done with you in gloves.
I hear ya. Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Getting my hands in the dirt.
There we go.
Okay.
So next I think we can plant this watermelon. I highly recommend if you have raised beds, you plant the watermelon next to the edge and let it flow over the side, because all of the pumpkins and butternut squashes and watermelon, they will take over your garden. And I don't want to see you use all this space up for leaves and vines that you could be growing other vegetables and letting the watermelon vines spread over the side. So these look gorgeous. They're a little pale. We haven't fertilized these yet, and that's probably all they need.
Okay.
So we're going to do the PT booster before we plant them. Then we'll come back and do our regular fertilizer, in the next couple of days, and they are just going to start to take off. I will warn you, these stems are much more sensitive than these.
Oh, are you kidding me?
So try and keep your hands when you do this. Again, we're going to squeeze this a little bit. When you dump it over, put your hands on the soil and shimmy this out with trying not to snap those stems. You can do this.
Okay. This is exactly the type of thing that messed me up last time.
Yep,
Loosen.
Perfect. You're doing that right.
Okay, and I'm not touching the stems.
Dump the whole thing out. Shimmy, shimmy. Yep. And there, look, the roots came right out. Yay! And you didn't
look
snap
at
the
me.
stem. You did that just right. Now
how am I turning it over?
Right back over onto this.
Can I put?
Yeah, you
I can do that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
And now we're going to want to separate them a little bit. Okay. So,
we are.
Yeah, because these are going to get really big.
Yeah.
And so maybe we'll put one on this side, one on that side, and you'll give another one you take home.
Oh, so I'm...
Because that's how good these look.
Thank you. All right, so I'm want to separate this into 3.
Yep. So let's take this guy off, and what I'm going to recommend do is that you pinch this whole section of soil and then just start to do that wiggle back.
Okay.
Yep, there you go. See, it comes apart beautifully.
It does feel like
it comes apart easier than you think.
That right there is like all wrapped.
Perfect.
Wow, that's wrapped all the way around. Amazing.
There you go.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, so let's put this guy down over here.
Okay.
Let's dip him in the PT booster.
Okay.
Yep. Bury it all the way up so just the leaves are sticking out the top. I don't want that
just
long
the
stem.
leaves.
So you might have to lay it down a little bit.
Okay. What do you mean lay it down a little bit? Oh,
I'll show you.
I just tried to pull it. That was not
I'll do
a
this
good
one.
idea.
You can do the next one. So I'm going to kind of lay it down like this.
Oh, sideways.
And then put soil over everything. And so I'm just seeing that happy little group of leaves popping out of the top of the soil.
Okay. And it's okay. It's kind of like on its side now.
It will begin to grow up immediately. It will right itself as that root system develops underground.
Okay. How many would you put together? Because I know these are going to come out.
I wouldn't put a lot together because they're going to compete for water and nutrients. So I would put another one on the other side of your garden.
Okay.
And then I would give that last one away because I'm not sure you need 3 watermelon plants.
Oh. Or you're just making that up because they're so beautiful you want to take it home.
Yeah, I'm trying to steal your watermelon.
Yeah, right.
That's the strategy I spent all along. I can just get Marianne good enough.
Yeah,
I can retire and she'll take care of my garden.
I can just get Marianne to do something.
All right, do you want to plant a tomato now?
Yes.
All right.
Where I had it there last year.
Let's do it back in the same place. With much larger gardens, sometimes they recommend you rotate, but with a garden this side, for those people who are watching all of our videos and have small gardens like this, It doesn't matter. You can plant things in the same place.
Okay. Does it also matter that nothing grew there?
We're getting these in earlier this year, and I think that's really going to help. I think the PT Booster dip is going to help them this year, so let's put them back and try again.
Yeah, you know what, too? These tomatoes, I planted from seeds. They have a connection with me.
They do.
So they are going to grow.
Yep.
I am so proud of myself. Bean seeds that I kept from last year's green beans because I did grow. I had actual green beans that we ate.
Beautiful.
Look!
They look gorgeous. If you have a plant that is successful in your yard and it produces fruit and you save the seeds, you have encouraged that adaptation. Like a plant that's already done well in your yard is probably going to do well again. So this gets really good after a few years of you saving seeds from those plants. You know they're going to thrive in your garden.
Yes, I know it.
Yes. So I wouldn't plant all of these because when you plant them and they have their growth cycle, they're all going to produce the harvest at the same time. And you don't want all your green beans available at the same time. So every 2 weeks, I want you to come out and plant 4 more seeds. And you and Joe will have green beans all summer long.
Is one seed one
bean
plant?
Creates one bean plant that will be about 12 to 18 inches high. And I like to put them on top of the soil and not bury them right away. If I push them all underneath the soil, then I can't tell where I planted them. So I put them all out.
Is this one?
That's a stone. Go back and push them all into the soil.
Okay.
I'm just going to push them in about 1 inch. Beans are tough seeds. They can take it.
Okay. I keep dropping them too, so who knows where the string beans will be.
All right, are you ready to go plant up the rest of it?
Yes.
All right. Marianne, this looks great. It's all planted up and you did an amazing job.
So good. I'm very excited. I think this is going to be the best garden yet. Thanks for watching, and thank you to our sponsor, Nature's Wonder Plant and Turf Booster.
And we want to see your garden, so all summer long, post your garden and tag us so we can follow along with you.
And let's hope we all have lots and lots of tomatoes.